good, everybody? Ace of All Trades here with the game Illuminati. We are back for another Triple Threat Sports Podcast Live. Appreciate you guys for coming through. As always, shout out to you guys listening to us on all your favorite podcast formats. Shout out to you guys watching us on YouTube. Much appreciation. Thank you guys so much for all the continued support. But before we get into it, we got to go ahead and introduce our co-host. Flock will not be here with us today. But first, co-host Siggy Gunn. Say what up.
What up?
All right, true and fresh back from TwitchCon 2018. The partner streamer, the famous streamer, you know him as UTX, JG the Don. Say what up, JG.
Yo, what's the deal, people?
True. Appreciate everybody for coming through. So sorry, you guys, that we have not been able to record. You know, we tried recording last week. It just didn't work out. Got busy and everything like that. So appreciate you guys and your patience and everything like that. We're gonna have a nice quick show for you guys. So yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about it. First of all, you know, we did miss this. Shout out to, you know, Flock's Boston Red Sox. They went ahead and won the World Series. Didn't really have that much of a scare. I mean, we pretty much saw a complete domination the entire time. I mean, I think they lost one game, that was it. But you know, well, how many World Series they got left to catch up to you guys, Siggy?
They still need like 17 or something.
There you go.
That was their 9th, right?
Yeah, so I had to make sure you throw that out there, because apparently that's what all New York Yankees fans said. They said, congratulations, y'all need this amount to be able to compete with us. But
and you already know Siggy, first chance he gets, boy, he's talking to somebody.
Actually, so they needed 18 more. We got our 9th in 1941.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. But shout out to them.
It's so funny because like when they ended up winning, like we were at a bar and I was like, oh, that's cool, they won, and then that was it. Like this was one of the years I could care less.
Right, it was just like, all right, whatever. So shout out to the Red Sox for a great season. I know the city of Boston and everything like that is very excited, and I think this is their first World Series without Big Papi. So you know, that's always dope. So shout out to the Red Sox. But moving on, so let's go ahead and let's just talk about it. The NFL, we're gonna go ahead and talk about week 8. We missed a couple of weeks with 7. I think we talked about 7 a little bit, and we went into 8. Was there any games in particular that you guys wanted to talk about? I know that there was that close game between these. I was about to say the St. Louis Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, and the Green Bay Packers, and I know JG wants to talk about that, so just go ahead, JG, talk about that game.
Yeah, I mean, this was the first week that I didn't get a chance to really watch anything because obviously I was going. So the only game that I watched in full was the Monday night game, but I was at least trying to keep up to my best ability to the Rams game, and we were down early for what I could see, and I'm like, yo, who's doing the damage right now? It's pretty much all Devontae Adams, so I was like, man, we gotta try to stop this dude. But we ended up mounting a comeback. I seen that it got very close, ended up being a 2-point game, and then the game basically ended from a blown kickoff return. I was like, yo, I said, Ty Montgomery fumble. I was like, we got that. I was like, all right, it's game right there. But
they said he did it out of spite. They said that he was mad, and then obviously saw what happened.
Yeah, they let him go like immediately after that. I said, yo, they weren't playing, but they was like, yeah, you know, we've exhausted our relationship with Ty Montgomery. I said, well, okay. That means that y'all got pissed. But everybody knows Aaron Rodgers is the same way as Tom Brady. You can't give him the ball, and we all knew that on our end. So getting that fumble was clutch, because who knows what would have happened? Who knew what would have happened giving that man so much time to do some more damage, because we very easily could have lost. And we got to work on our defense, and that's why we got Dante Fowler. So hopefully that ends up doing a little bit more than what we're going on now, because right now we just really all offense, even though we got so many people on the defensive end too. So we'll see, man, because we got another tough matchup against the Saints, but we beat them last year, so we just got to pretty much stop Kamara and hopefully nobody else can go off.
Man, Todd Gurley, man, he's just so good. Just when you think that his little streak of, you know, scoring all that would end, he just goes off out of nowhere.
Him and Mahomes.
Did you see how smart he was?
Yeah, everybody got mad about that.
He said, I don't care about fantasy. I don't care about points. I care about winning. That man could have very easily scored another touchdown. This man stopped and let the Packers tackle him. I mean, said, what a smart guy, because that's not the first time that he's done that.
Yeah, and every time that's happened in fantasy, you know, obviously everybody gets mad about it, but he already got the points that you wanted out of him. I know some people probably lost by a little bit, but it's not like you can complain about it.
Now, if that's, you know, somehow ended up being like, oh man, I lost because I didn't get those extra 6 points, then damn, that kind of sucks. But
it's probably what happened for a few people, but
if you got girly like punk ass Ace here, I think you was worried. Did you win last week?
Yes, I did, sir.
He had
I won. He gave me 33 points exactly.
Stuff is ridiculous, man.
Oh yeah,
girly is a cheat code in fantasy.
Oh no, Mahomes is a cheat code in fantasy, bro. Let's be real about that. Mahomes, and I have him in my other league. Mahomes is carrying my team, and I am loving every single bit of it. Right now,
on my bench, I left everybody on the bench. I had a really good
team. I
saw that. You should have lost. You should have lost. That man,
Thank
JG
you.
was like, bro, I'm about to win this. Watch. I said, all right, let's see.
I still ended up doing really good too, but if you would have put both of those people on your bench in your starting lineup, I would have lost.
Yeah, but hey man, shout out to Gurley. I will say that. Thank you for the fantasy points. Absolutely, you've been very, very, very beneficial for me on my team. Thank you. And yes, JG, your Rams are 8-0 right now.
8-0. About to go to we gotta go to New Orleans, so we'll see how that goes. I
don't know, fam. That might be the game, bruh. That might be the game that does it. I don't know, man. The Saints are looking kind of nice, bruh. Drew Brees ain't playing this year, bruh. He's trying to get him another
14 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
Yeah, man. And that interception was just last week against the Vikings, bruh. So he's looking to do it. So that'll be interesting to see. Mahomes and Gurley are definitely the front runners right now. We're gonna go from week 19 out for MVP. So it's gonna be interesting to see. The Chiefs should definitely get this next win. They're going against the Browns. They should actually destroy them. And then actually JG's Rams are actually their perfect record. It's at a is going to be in trouble right now. This is definitely going to be on. This is going to be on Fox right now. This is going to be a main game. Everybody's going to be watching. Saints right now are, I think, 6-1 at the moment. So yeah, be tuned in.
They're going to destroy the Saints. The Saints have a shitty
defense. Bro. I don't know.
They do have a shitty defense.
They do, but I don't know, man. You can't count Drew Brees and the Saints out. You know that, bro.
I can count that because the Rams defense. The Rams defense is good enough to hold them. To decent, I mean, like not super breezy numbers, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and the thing is that the Saints defense isn't prepared to stop Gurley or anybody. So
I mean, that's fine. Go ahead and give me them points. Go for it.
I see it more as it's either going to be, like you said, a shootout, but Rams still pull it off, or the Rams completely dominate them. It wouldn't surprise me.
Right. I mean, like I said
last year, like we didn't know anything about Kamara, so we stopped Ingram, but not Kamara. Kamara ran all over us. I ain't even gonna lie about that. Like it was pretty ridiculous, like how he did us. But again, we did just enough that we held them off. So I have a feeling it's gonna be the same situation. Because I know like they couldn't get their tight end involved, and they really couldn't get anybody involved. Like it's only a matter it's only so much that you can do against Drew Brees, but it was basically Kamara just running all over us on checkdowns. Like and even when they gave him the ball, like when they gave him a break, Kamara ended up running all over us. So I got a feeling that on both sides the running game is going to be very important. And unfortunately this year again we've kind of been very, very suspect to the run. So again, we'll see. I got a feeling it's going to be more of a shootout though, unless like Dante Fowler somehow ends up like being that determining factor that we needed all along. Like we thought it was going to be just Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh and then our secondary, but maybe it's Dante Fowler, because I got a strong feeling that defenses are going to have to, not the defense, the offensive line, they're probably going to have to like double team all 3 of those guys, and that's going to be ridiculous if they do. That's all I'm going to say. Drew Brees going to have to watch out.
Agreed. Siggy, you ready for this boring ass game that you guys got against the Dolphins next week? I feel like this is gonna be a low scoring game. I'm gonna be real with you.
A low scoring game? Yeah. Nah, I think the Dolphins are gonna throw a 50-point against the Jets.
Oh man.
It's a rivalry game, so I don't know.
We'll see. Let's see. Got the Texans and the Broncos. Patriots and the Packers is going to be a good game. That's gonna be a good game to watch for this week coming up.
Yeah, another primetime game featuring the Patriots. I just saw one on Monday.
Yep. And
I hate when they do that. That scheduling is so trash.
Yeah, it's terrible, and it's bad for the players though too, because it's like, all right, y'all back. So but it's a business, bro. It's money. They know it's
like
gonna
why couldn't we get that Sunday night game?
Because y'all don't deserve it yet.
The Rams and the Saints. How do we not deserve it? That we're 8-0.
Yeah, I'd rather see that.
I mean, I personally rather see it.
What else do we have to do?
Win a Super Bowl.
I guess, man.
Win a Super Bowl until you get the number one quarterback in the league and everything like that. Until you have that team, y'all gotta win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna be real with you.
Nah, right now the Rams are I will put the Rams and Chiefs as the most exciting teams right now in the NFL.
No, I completely understand it. I'm just saying from a business perspective, it's just the Patriots. Anything with Tom Brady, anything like that, the Patriots. Once Tom Brady leaves the Patriots, that's what I'm saying. Once Tom Brady is gone, and if the Rams win a Super Bowl, you'll see more primetime spots for the Rams than you will for the Patriots. By the way, I'm gonna just throw this out there because Halloween was yesterday. Did you see Golf's outfit, bruh?
Yeah.
Nah, I missed that.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of fire. He looked exactly like him.
B-Rad.
Yeah, he dressed up as B-Rad from Malibu's Most Wanted. That was fire, bro. I'm not even gonna front.
Yeah, so celebrities had some really dope costumes.
Yeah, I saw them. They were all pretty good.
Avatar. I saw
dressed as Shrek and Fiona, whatever. That was
JaVale McGee dressed up as I think he was the Grinch.
Yeah, these celebs are. They cheating though, man. They got their professional makeup artists doing their shit.
Exactly. It ain't even fair, bro. I'm sitting here using my pencil or something like that. They got a full makeup team.
Here we got the cosplay girls making like having to make their own shit, and they got these pros doing everything like nothing. If they wanted to be on Twitch doing that kind of stuff, they could put all of us to shame or all of them to shame for Patreon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But let's talk about JG's boy getting benched, man. What's up with Winston, bro? He getting benched? What's up?
Winston trash right now.
Bro, what's up? This man had how many interceptions he has right now? It's pretty bad, bro.
The main thing out of all this is the fact that they pretty much is saying you're no longer the future.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a statement.
That's pretty newsworthy, man, if you think about it, because he's only 3 years in the league.
I think he's on his fourth now.
Yeah.
Is it fourth?
Yeah, it'd be his fourth year. Yeah, he got drafted in 2015.
I thought,
he was the number one pick overall.
Yeah, 2015.
So 3 years only then.
Yeah, he'll be going on his fourth next year.
So he's in his fourth year, yeah. He's in his fourth year now, right?
So, I mean, man, usually you get, 5 years before you're a bust kind of thing.
Bro, he's 6 out of 10 right now. He has 6 touchdowns for 10 interceptions, bro.
Yeah, and he's thrown 55 total in his 4 years.
Yeah, bro. He's near that mark almost, bro. He's almost near that mark when he's 500 for touchdowns and interceptions. That's not good.
It's crazy because his first 2 years he's had 4,000
another thing too is even though Winston has been throwing interceptions, he's been scoring though like a lot of touchdown stuff. So I mean, it's still like it's not like he's not moving the offense.
Yeah, I know. It's just a big statement, like you said before. The fact that he's trying to put him, they're pretty much saying you're done. I don't know if they're done for this year or if he's done. He's not.
I think they're basically saying he's done as a Tampa Bay Buck. I don't see them making this move unless they're saying, hey, we're gonna think about the future and you're not part of it.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be rebuilding time at that position, like, because everybody did think that Jameis was going to be the franchise quarterback for a long time, but when you have Fitzpatrick or Fitzmagic coming through, the journeyman, and he has his moments too, like, because he's bad as well. I'm not gonna act like he's better than Jameis. Yeah. He's certainly not, but
they're almost the same player.
Yeah, you're right. They're almost the same player, but he has his flashes, and it's like, who else are they going to go to? Because they basically gave everybody else away anyway. So I don't know, like, if this is going to be, next season, they're just going to tank the rest of the year and then try to draft them another quarterback that comes out and then go over the whole process again. I don't know if that's gonna be the next move, but just for Jameis, I thought he's gonna come back and immediately get the job back, because we all knew this, and I said this before, that Fitzpatrick, it was just a matter of time before he messes up, and the Fitz magic went away, and Jameis came right back out. But again, he didn't do much better. He had like a couple of games where he did okay, but again, when you throwing as many interceptions as you're throwing touchdowns, and this year he threw more interceptions than he threw touchdowns, it's not a good look on any team. It doesn't even matter.
No, I agree.
So it's sad, man. The Florida boy went to Florida State, ended up getting drafted by the Tampa Bay Bucks.
So what team do you think would take a chance on him? You think this is something that the Raiders have been looking, chomping the bit, like, you know what, we could probably use him, get rid of Carr and get him instead?
Yeah, because they having issues too, man. Because Derek Carr, I knew that Derek Carr was average. I just think he had one good year, and people were calling him elite. I was like, are y'all saying the same thing I'm seeing? I don't know. A Gruden would like him. That would seem like a Gruden move, because he would pretty much do anything with the Bucs organization. So, I mean, that could be. I can't really see any other team immediately wanting to pick him up. Maybe Buffalo, because Buffalo needs somebody.
No,
you're not going to do anything when Nate Peterman.
Yeah, but they got Josh Allen.
But I feel like you still got to put somebody else there, because who knows how long Josh Allen going to be out. That's the thing. And is that really going to be a franchise quarterback? I mean, I'm not saying that Jameis is going to come in and immediately be one, but if the Bucs did somehow let him go, like even like at the end of the season, or even if something happens like before the season is over, I think that, I mean, Buffalo needs somebody. So Buffalo needs somebody. The 49ers, minus what happened today, maybe they don't, because they lost Beathard, and all of a sudden Nate Mullen came in. I'm like, who the hell is this? And that man,
he did good.
That man got verified on Twitter while he was playing. I've never seen it happen before.
Bro, that's
nobody
wild.
knew who this man was.
Hell?
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. The 49ers need somebody. Arizona, because I don't know if you're gonna hang on Josh Rosen. I still think that he's a bust too. So it's a couple of teams, but I think right now maybe Buffalo or the Raiders, just because it's Gruden.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll absolutely see. So I definitely not for any type of quarterback, but especially when you see a black quarterback, like, you never want them to go down. You never want them to like go down that path where it's looking bad for them and everything like that. But the thing is, though, with Winston too, that just doesn't help is the fact that he's just had so much controversy, like, ever since he started, bro. Like, he had controversy at Florida State, crabs and everything like that, stealing them and everything like that. So it's like, bro, like, it's hopefully that things get better for him. We'll see, and we'll report it here on the podcast. But let's go ahead and move forward.
Another thing before we get off of that, Deshaun Jackson also said that he wanted out of the Bucs.
Oh man,
so I heard that too. So obviously, like, he's not happy with Fitzpatrick or Jameis. I know that he hasn't been on par with Jameis as much as he wanted to when he came last year. And Fitzpatrick definitely made him into the wide receiver that he once was. But I mean, if Fitzpatrick is throwing all those interceptions as well, then he's just not happy. So it's gonna be mad interesting what ends up happening in Tampa Bay for the rest of this year. But all I know is my girl's pissed, and I'm sitting up here with a smile on my face. my team.
You better be careful, man. End up getting cut.
Nah, she good. She just be stressed out.
Right.
Stressed out, but she'll be all right.
Right. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move over to the NBA. A lot of things have been going on and everything like that, but we want to talk about a few highlights before we go into these scores and like records and so far. So Klay Thompson, that one guy that plays on the Golden State Warriors, he ended up beating the most 3-point made in a game for the regular season. It was 14, which is amazing, and I mean, that sounds like 14 doesn't sound like that much. Oh, it's a lot, especially try doing it on 2K. And whose record was prior? Just this guy named Steph Curry, some guy that's like shooting 53% so far right now for threes, and what team he's on? Oh yeah, that's right, the Golden State Warriors. Bro, they are in rare form, bruh. Like, they might actually get this three-peat. I don't know. What do you think, JG?
Right now it's all shaping up for them to just go ahead and win it again, because I don't think that the Lakers are going to be comp. The Rockets, they don't have Harden right now, so they're not going to be comp. What other team in the West do you think is going to be able to compete?
None.
I don't know. I can't think of any team in the West is going to be able to compete. maybe like the Pelicans may take them 5-6 games, but they're not getting to the Western Conference Finals. That's not going to happen. Any team on the East, maybe the Raptors will make it out of the East. Everybody's saying the Raptors or the Celtics, and then since which I have to check the score, but the Bucks were undefeated. So I know they're facing Boston today.
They lost.
Win?
They lost.
Okay, well now they're no longer undefeated. But what people were saying, just because they were undefeated right now, that they may give the Raptors or Boston a run for their money. But yeah, man, I don't think that any of these teams are going to be able to stack up to them, man. Like they again are playing at an elite level, and they are not even at their full form. That's what pisses me off. They're not even at their full form. As soon as Boogie is ready, it's over for everybody. Everybody is going to look mad crazy. Like, oh my God, Golden State, just the whole Bay Area, y'all are spoiled. Y'all are spoiled right now. It's about to be crazy. But the fact that they're still setting records and the record holders are all on the same team is just even more ridiculous. Even more ridiculous.
Siggy, who are your thoughts, bro?
They're gonna win easily. There's no team I see that even has a shot. I mean, and if you think about it, if you take that, like I said, that suspension from Draymond out of the equation, they might have easily already won 3 in a row. So I don't see a team beating them, and I don't see how they can blow it either.
It's.
I mean, they're not even in their final form yet when they get Boogie Cousins.
It's disgusting, bro. It legit is disgusting. That's why everybody's so mad.
Let's talk about one thing though. Where was this McGee for the Warriors?
Oh, you talking about for the Lakers?
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm saying, where was he at when he was with the Warriors? Why is he so good now?
Hey, I don't care. I don't care. We got him.
If this McGee was playing with the Warriors,
they wouldn't even need Boogie.
They wouldn't even need Boogie. Yeah. I'm legit shocked at how good he's been playing. I mean, he's been playing so good. Shaq, can you make fun of him right now?
Exactly.
Yeah, Shaq is probably sitting there like, man, I'm just waiting on him to mess up, right? And he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's dumbfounded, bro, because he's like, yo, what's going on? Even though the Lakers right now.
How are you beasting DeAndre Jordan? I was sitting there just looking at the stats. I said, how does DeAndre Jordan only have 1 field goal attempt? And he had I think in the first half before the fourth quarter, he had only 8 rebounds. I was like, what's going on? Then I looked at JaVale McGee's stats and he was 10 and 11. I was like, what the hell is going on, man? It's a Twilight Zone. It must be LeBron, yo. LeBron is wanting him to play, or maybe it's that Laker jersey. It just made him actually want to be an actual center now.
Or maybe it's like Harden, where he didn't realize what you had until he left to another team. I don't know, man. It's just, wow. He was looking like actually another person that kind of has the same kind of career path as Enes Kanter. Whenever he was with Thunder, he had games here and there, but he was really the guy behind Steven Adams. And then when he went to the Knicks, all of a sudden he was a beast. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what it is. Maybe he needed a different scenery.
Side note though, Siggy, about these Knicks, bro. Why is your coach, why is your organization benching Kanter and making him come off the bench, yo? Why? There's no Porzingis. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't think he wants to. I think this Knicks team wants to rebuild to his image. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to have all the players that were there from the previous, run. So I think I don't think it's necessarily that he's mad at them or anything like that. I just think that he's trying to see what he has on his roster.
Man, this dude is starting to scrubs, bro.
But some of these scrubs have been doing good though.
Mm-hmm.
Robinson hasn't been doing good. That's the center who they're making start. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, he hasn't. He has not lived up to the lofty preseason expectations that
Kanter is still doubling off the bench. Are you kidding me? What board does he have to show you? They were like, oh, he's bad on defense. Okay, but can he score? Can he get your rebounds?
I think he's legit just trying to see what he has.
Yo,
he better stop that, because I ain't trying to He took
Burke out of fantasy.
I am though. He took Burke out the starting lineup. I'm like, all right, he's starting How do you say his name? Nigga Nita. like Steph Curry, nigga Nita.
Bruh, I gotta stop y'all real quick, bruh. I'm on Twitter, right? They interviewed this man Gruden after the 34-3 loss against the 49ers. This man said, and I quote, "We're going to build a championship football team here."
Yeah, he just went out and said that. We already knew it was gonna happen, but he went out and said that we tanking.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing this on purpose. Like I said, this is all part of the whole Vegas.
We're building a championship team. Yeah, he's good, bruh. This is about to be a fresh image in Vegas, boy. You ready, Ace?
I'm laughing. I've been laughing at all my Raider
How
homies.
many number ones do they have though?
Three
so far. Yeah.
Bruh, 3. They got another one from Cooper. Bruh.
And a possibility of the number 1 overall. So I mean, like I said, this is all calculated.
And
Vegas Raiders,
they said that people been calling his phone. Like they said all the teams been calling his phone that have been inquiring after these trades. So everybody's trying to get a piece of the Raiders.
Bro, I don't really care, man. The Raiders can suck all they want, bro. I mean, it's unfortunate because they're gonna be in the city of Las Vegas, and I'm not rooting for them. I'm definitely gonna be at the games and everything, especially that Charger Raider game, boy, in Vegas. Whoo, that's gonna be a great game. But yeah, man. Gruden said I'm messing up everybody's money. So we gonna see, man. We're building a championship team here. Y'all made the 49ers look like they were like the Patriots, bro. Ain't no way.
It was trash.
Yeah, they legit quit. I mean, that's just it. I mean, that's not even tanking. They just legit quit.
Bro, I'd be mad as hell if I was the Raiders, right? If I was on the Raiders right now. But let's go back to the NBA real quick. So Derrick Rose dropped 50 points. That is right. Derrick Rose dropped 50 points, man. That's MVP season Derrick Rose. That's Derrick Rose so without the knee injury. Derrick Rose. What was up with this resurgence, man? What did y'all think of this? I'll go with you first, Siggy.
It was great. We've been talking about him for what, at least the last 3 or 4 years. Whenever something happens, not the biggest one that I can think of was for sure whenever there was reports about him like taking a break because of mental, like he's drained, that he got hurt again and stuff like that. So this when it happened is pretty much all his hard work coming to fruition, scoring 50 points, a career high, by the way. That's his career high. It's the first time he scored 40 or more since 2011, I think they said. So it's like,
year.
Yeah, I mean, just think about that. Of course he broke down. I mean, that's like that's almost like a career for other players, you know what I mean? So for it to go that long, I mean, it's just a glimpse of what it could have been these last 7 years instead. So I mean, good for him. I'm somebody that doesn't necessarily care about emotions and stuff like that when it comes to players and all that stuff, but this was like a really good moment, and I'm glad it happened. And it couldn't have happened at a better time. I wish Flock was on, because I'm pretty sure he would have had good things to say too about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he was, a lot of people forget because of the fact that it's been so long. He reminds me of King Griffey Jr. And, a lot of people, whenever he was with the Reds, nobody knew how great he was. I mean, this guy used to be the best, and injuries just cut his career when it could have been better. And the same thing with like Bo Jackson, so like and I mean, Derrick Rose, if he would have been the last 7 years, he could have been up there with LeBron when it comes to recognition and stuff like that.
Absolutely. I mean, people recognize him even now still. Like, I mean, he's definitely still a big name, but it's just the potential without the end. Yeah.
But it was, a lot of people only know him as more like, oh man, remember that guy? He won MVP, and he used to be good. But now, at least this season so far, especially now that Jimmy Butler is apparently sitting out games on purpose now.
Hey, I think my body hurt.
I think he has a chance to show everybody, hey, I'm back, and better late than never.
What are your thoughts, JG?
Yeah, seeing that man break down after that historic performance, it made me almost want to shed tears. I didn't realize how important it was to him, but it was definitely a mental thing. I think it was definitely more of a mental thing than a physical thing. And ended up getting like that. I mean, when you get hurt so many times and people just say, oh, you can't do it anymore, it definitely will take a toll on you. Again, I don't know what came over him to explode for 50 points last night, but like it was a pretty crazy moment. Again, he did mention Ziggy did mention Jimmy Butler sitting out, and Jeff Teague was also hurt. So for him stepping up in a big way with those two being out, that was crazy. And I think that it made it even better because I mean it was with his former coach, Tom Thibodeau, and I know he was like, I worked my ass off, bro, and it was just a lot. Like that was definitely a lot that like he just had to unleash on on the other team. So like that was pretty crazy. Like I definitely enjoyed the moment. There's going to definitely be a historic moment in NBA history. Coming back like this, 150 points. I was looking at the stats. I was like, yo, this man got 30-some points right now. I said, what's going on? I looked again a couple minutes later. He got 40 points. Yo, he got 50 points. And then had the game-winning block too. Yep. I was like, "Yo, that man went to the win." Yeah, and got the win. So, especially with what the Timberwolves are doing right now, and all that controversy surrounding them, I think that was hopefully it's going to be an uplifting moment for them going forward, regardless of what Jimmy Butler ends up doing. But Jeff T better watch out, man, because if he keep playing like that, he gonna lose his starting job.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Derrick Rose, man.
I'm gonna have to drop the dude.
Yeah, definitely inspirational. Definitely a dope moment and everything like that, and it definitely well deserved for sure. You know, everybody in the league was definitely talking about it. But if that's it, we can go ahead and wrap it up, boys.
We missed one thing.
Go ahead, sir.
Good old J.R. Smith.
Oh man, J.R. Smith, bruh. Let me just tell y'all about my boy J.R. Smith, man. He is actually, because he voiced his honest opinion and about being traded, he is possibly about to get hit with a $10,000 fine. That is correct, y'all. $10,000 fine for voicing his opinion about wanting to be traded. See, what are your thoughts behind this, man?
Well, I mean, it's been a rule for a long time. You shouldn't do it, so you can't just blatantly say I want to be traded to the Lakers. Pretty much, is that what he said? Pretty much. Maybe he didn't be traded. Yeah, he didn't say the Lakers.
This is what he's alluding to, because we know he follows LeBron now. So
yeah,
he's a troll, bro. He's a troll.
Now, speaking of him though, did they ever say anything about the tattoos? Is it covered up and all that, or did everybody just kind of ignore that? What happened?
I'm pretty sure he's been covering it up. I don't know. I haven't been watching Cavs games. They suck, so they don't even come on TV.
Oh, yeah, speaking of Tyronn Lue, R.I.P. And
yeah, Tyronn Lue got fired too. Yeah, man. Like the Cavs are just in a bad way. Kevin Love is hurt. They're about to evaluate him in a few weeks. The Cavs are just going down the drain. We all knew what was going to happen. Who was surprised? I can't believe the person. It was some analyst talking about the Cavs are going to win a lot of games this year without LeBron. We all knew that they weren't going to win anything. I think, and then Tristan Thompson. Yeah, I think it was Tristan Thompson who said that too. He was very confident about the Cavs still being the best in the East. Nah. That's not happening, and we already knew that as soon as JR found out that LeBron was leaving and going to the Lakers. He didn't want to be on that team anymore. But the question is, who wants him? Who wants JR at this point? I don't think anybody wants him. I don't even know what his contract is looking like. That's another.
He's got 2 years left.
How much though? That's not, cause I don't know how much is left on his contract.
Yeah, I gotta look. Yeah, all I know is he has 2 years left. He's making right now $14.7 million at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth another team picking that up.
What are your thoughts, Sage?
You talking about
J.R. Smith?
J.R. Smith?
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna want him? I mean, let's be honest. He's not even a good player. He's not even a good role player. He's not anywhere near what he used to be when it was like the sixth man. He was the sixth man not too long ago, right? Maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
He's just not the same player anymore. So it's just amazing his downfall. I don't know what it is. We could blame marijuana or whatever. I don't know, but I think actually it's more he's just not motivated. He's lazy. So maybe he does need to change the scenery. Also, I don't know. I wouldn't waste my time with him at this point, though.
He can't go back to New York, though, because you know what happened when he was playing in New York? The man was mad distracted. He partying every night.
So imagine him in L.A.
He said, man, there's nothing to do in Cleveland, so I can focus on basketball. Yeah, you're not going to no major city, yo. That's not a good look for you, man. That man gonna have his shirt off everywhere he walk.
Maybe somebody in Fort Wayne will want him. You never know.
He said Fort Wayne. He going to the G League. You said?
Hey man, maybe, never know, man. Maybe go to Fort Wayne real quick. Feel re-inspired. You know.
Mad ants, baby.
Mad ants. You know what I'm saying? But all right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming through. This has yet been another Triple Threat Sports podcast. Shout out to everybody coming through. Shout out to you guys listening to us on your favorite podcast platform. Shout out to you guys in the YouTube channel. Let us know your thoughts and everything like that. Much appreciated. If you guys would like to continue to support the Game Illuminati as a whole, be sure to check out our Patreon. That is patreon.com/GI updates. We have pretty awesome tiers there if you guys would like to be part of videos just like this one, and also pull up in our Discord. We're playing a lot of games right now. I mean, nobody can really say that there's no games out right now, so definitely check us out. Appreciate you guys for coming through. This has been Ace of All Trades, Siggy Guns, UTXJG to Don, with Triple Threat Sports Podcast, episode 56. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah.